Hey, what's up, everybody? We are now live on the Put in the Book show.
Is that me?
That wasn't you, buddy.
Oh.
No, that was this guy over here. I am Steve. I got Rodriguez over here to my right.
Yellow.
I got Keith over here to my left, doing some social media digging.
Digging the dirt. Under
Is
the
that your
dirt.
hello? Excellent.
That's hello.
That is hello. And before, we get started, as usual, this is the little pregame show that we do.
Little warm up.
Here, we want to...
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la,
Rodriguez,
ti,
you want to stand up and we want to show out off of our
sure.
our shirts here?
Will they see it?
They will. So, basically what this says, and you've seen this in the studio before, is...
Many a time.
Is meet Dick. Dick is a Yankees fan. Do a little spinny here. Don't be a dick. That is our motto. Oh, we got a little dance going on here. That is our motto for this season, as well as our
Don't be a dick.
mantra from last week of "We are the champions." That will, in fact, come to fruition.
Somehow, some way,
We're gonna do it.
there will be a champion.
My father made me say, "This is the year," and I said, "But Dad, I say that every year. This is the year."
It's very
I'm
scary.
like- he goes, "I know, but just say it. It feels better." So he made me say it. Then after I said it, he goes, "You feel better?" I'm like, "Yeah." Damn it.
You know that's gonna make us feel better thinking that, right?
Yeah.
Always. Just do what your dad tells you, man.
Yeah.
That you should always do that.
Yeah, pretty much. You heard that, kids? Do what I tell you.
Do what your daddy told you to do.
Don't
And
do what I
everything-
do. Do what I tell you.
Exactly. Do as I say, not as I do. Keith, are we all shared up here?
I'm just doing a link onto Instagram.
Instagram.
The Put It in a Book Show, PIITB show.
The PIITB show.
That's good.
Yeah, I like it.
This is going to be the picture I'm going to post with it. Because I don't know what else to put.
Whose penis is that?
Wow.
Very, very well done there. Very well done, Rodriguez.
Thank you very much.
We'll get started here in just a minute or two, but first, 718. Look at that. 577-1275 is the number to call
Call in.
if you'd like to have a discussion with us about Mets topics.
What was that number again?
718-577-1275.
Rolls off the tongue.
Here on Put It in the Books, brought to you by Cine Sports Talk as well as 27 Ounce Baseball. Shout out to Frank.
Being frank.
What do I do? What do I do when I say Sports Talk? Do I say shout out to myself?
You could.
Yeah, why not?
I guess. Why
It
not?
works.
Did beat them. So it never bothers me to shout out to Red. You're right. You know what? Shout out to Scotty.
Scotty P.
Scotty P. P.
Yeah.
Scotty PP.
Scotty P. P.
All right. So what do you say we go and start recording over on Spreaker?
Let's do
You
it.
think that
man.
might be a good idea?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
What do you? Yeah.
Let's do it. Come on.
I mean, we're doing a show, so we might as well
Why not?
get things going.
Oh,
Get
so that
things in
mean,
the flow.
are you going to reintroduce all of us again?
I'm going to do that. You going to change it up?
You have to
Only
Say
YouTube knows
something.
what you did this time.
on video.
The
Okay,
the
I'll leave it.
intrigue.
I'll leave it. I'll do it different.
Do it differently. Do it slowly. Do it Ducimo.
If I had to do it all over again, I'd do it just the same, babe.
All right, let's get this. Let's get this started before things get weird.
I wouldn't.
All right, here we go. We're going to begin recording. Here
What,
we
now?
go.
I mean, what, 10 more minutes?
And now.
Finally.
All right, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Put in the Book Show,
Welcome.
season 2, episode number 2, and
Número dos.
numero dos. Overall, we are at. Before we get into that weird news, I am Steve. Keith to my left. Yo. That was some like weird old Macho Man thing,
Yeah, that sounded like he was on his deathbed on that one.
but it's all good. It's all good. Rodriguez
All
over
right,
here
all
to
right.
my right. That guy right
Howdy.
there. We are here overall, episode number 33. We've done 32 episodes. It has been a fantastic run. We want to
Episode
do.
34.
We just want to skip over 33.
33 was the first one. We finished on 32, didn't we?
Mm-mm.
No?
No, we finished Piazza 31.
Okay. I stand corrected. Not really. He's wrong, but fine. It's okay.
Am I wrong? You're gonna look it up.
I am. Gonna look it up.
We're gonna let the
Stat
facts,
man. The stat
the facts
man.
speak for themselves.
We forgot he was the stat man. You know, we
He
haven't
is.
been making him do his job as stat man.
He is the stat man. He forgot the stats today, but that's all right. So,
Statty.
I'm not amused with your nonsense.
oh
Statty.
no,
Oh,
here.
oh,
Come here.
wow.
Come
He
here.
needs a hug. Oh, look how sweet. Look how sweet you boys look.
We ended on episode 31, season 1.
well,
So this would be
Well,
episode.
well.
This would be episode Patrick Ewing.
look
Looks
at that.
like Faraci is correct. I stand corrected.
For once,
For
once, I am correct.
For once.
So we will
Millie
bypass the Mets number 33.
I said, now let's play a game.
Sorry, that was
Here
an
we
accident.
go.
I didn't mean to do
Here
that.
we go.
For those of you that missed last week's episode, go back and watch it.
Go back and watch. Yeah. Give it
All
a
right,
look.
so we're gonna skip
Millie, Billy.
that number 33 because we don't like him no more.
Nope.
Matthew Harvey.
But
He cannot be on the show.
You still mentioned him, so
I
just,
did.
You did.
I gave him
You shouldn't have said his name.
That mention was more mentions that he has gotten all offseason. Or
Is
tied
it?
with it. We didn't hear anything about him until he signed.
1 year deal
The
1
Dark
year deal.
out in
Night.
California.
Oh, the Dark Knight.
Angel. He's going to be playing with Trout.
At one point, we were concerned that we wouldn't be able to sign Harvey to a big enough contract for him to stay. And now he signs a 1 year deal out in Los Angeles.
What was it, like 8 million, 9 million, something like that?
Yeah, but I think with incentives, it can go to like 14, something like that. But we will go with this number 33. Patrick Ewing. Ewing, it counts, and the foul.
Or as the crossdresser used to say, rejected by Ewing.
Marv Albert.
He's amazing, though, announcer.
Yes.
Oh
Is
my
he still
God.
alive?
He is.
No, he's up there looking down on us with Warner Wolf.
Go to the videotape.
God, he's really so bald.
What are we gonna do if Warner Wolf really does pass away?
We're going to say rest in peace, Warner Wolf.
I
and
know,
move
but
on.
we're not gonna but we're not gonna have this joke anymore.
Well, then we'll just joke on Marv Albert.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
It's always it's cyclical.
Yeah.
What a word.
Well,
Yeah. Whoa. Cyclical. I can tell you're still only one drink in because you would not say that after two.
He won't be able to. No, he won't be able to say it in 20 minutes.
all right.
Bite your own tongue saying that one.
But before we do get started, cheers.
Before-
Rest in peace, Mel Stottlemyre. Passed
Yep.
away today at the age of 77 after a fight with cancer. And what a fantastic.
One of the greatest Mets coaches of all time. Too bad he
Pitching
just
coach.
retired and never did anything else after that.
Agreed. He should have done something.
Should have, but he didn't. He taught his son how to coach, and now he's on the Marlins.
Didn't he coach the Yankees too? After he left us?
No, he did nothing.
Why did you say that?
That's what he meant
Huh?
by doing nothing.
He did nothing.
You know that he was a 5-time All-Star with the Yankees before
God,
he
he's
became
still
our
doing
coach?
Yeah, he was a good pitcher.
He was a very good pitcher.
Yeah, can you put this over your head?
Keith wants me to give this to you to put it over your head.
I'm not the one that's upset. I'm fine with the information.
You're fine with the information. Oh, look.
Oh.
This is for later when we have a little hot stove talk.
Hot stove. Don't want to burn your hand on the hot stove. So Keith brings his Mets mitt.
So we could talk about Jed's dead.
All right. Well, let's get into that. Last week, this is our new date and time. We'll be doing Mondays from now on until we change it again. But so it's been a relatively short few days since the last time that we were on, and that was on Thursday. And right before we went on, the Mets announced that they had signed Jed Lowry, the former Oakland Athletic, who, though 35 years old right now, has
34?
had two of his best seasons of his life in the last 2 years.
Two of them.
He's now, if you watch MLB Network, he's now in the top 5 second baseman, along with Robinson Cano. So
Say it.
I don't want him to get upset.
That's what we live for, dude. When you know that, right?
Along with Robbie
What?
Cano.
Don't you know?
Skanky. Trader.
So along with Cano,
Don't you know?
we now have
Trader.
2 second basemen in the top 5.
They can play right next to each other. It's not a big deal.
They could.
But I don't understand why they get a 2 second baseman in the top 5 when the plan was to get 162 first baseman. So now
They're ruining it all.
They are. So what are we gonna do now? Get 162 second baseman? Because
No. What you do here is,
or you just make Jed Lowry a first baseman
make-
part of the 162 plan.
Jedrick.
Jedrick.
You like that?
That is named
Not
Jedrick?
really.
I just made it up.
That's a
like
terrible
it.
name to
It
have.
is a terrible name.
Sorry to all the Jedricks
If he
out
fails, if he falters, he's Jedrick, just like Jamin D. Bruce. If he does well,
Just change his name if he fails.
if he does well, he'll be Jed.
What do you think, Larry? You think he's going to do well?
Probably. I mean, he's consistent. He had more home runs last year than he's ever had at the age of 34.
Have a
So
little faith.
I don't think we're going to see 20-something home runs out of him, especially in a park like
faith. in
Well-
me.
Shady Field.
Not playing all the time. We'll not let him have 20.
Listen, if he hits,
Probably.
if he hits, what's his?
If he hits 280 with 15 to 20 home runs
15
and he
dongs.
plays good defense, it's
he's
golden, man.
always played good defense. So
You know?
Should we get those little clip mics that go on our shirt?
I
right
was
here?
thinking about that the other day.
Right? Wouldn't that be cool?
How do you think that would work?
I don't know. We'd have to see if we can get them. That would be cool. Like kind of like news broadcasters.
Well, we do broadcast the news. We'll be broadcasting when the Mets win the World Series in 2019.
Oh, we won't be sober, but we'll be broadcasting.
You better believe it, buddy.
This is our year.
This is our year.
Fuakata to all of baseball except for the Mets.
Wakata to all of them.
All right. So,
Who we starting the season with?
Jed Lowry.
meaning who's
What team
pitching?
are we playing against?
I don't know. Probably. I don't know. The schedule's been kind of wacky lately. You know, I would think initially probably Braves or Washington.
I
or
think it's the Nats. I think we got to Wakata the Nats real soon.
We should just Fuakata the Nats every day anyway.
Every day.
Our day.
Day. For those that don't know, Wakata means starts with the F word. It's not a 4-letter F word, but it's well
They're
well understood.
Oh, you got it up?
Whoa.
Good
That's
job.
what she said.
They actually
That's
start
easy.
the regular season opener is on a Thursday, fellas,
Really?
in Natsville.
Natsville.
And then after that, we head to here.
Who do you think is going to be batting cleanup for the Nats that day?
Who do you think is going to be in the press box April 1st in Marlins Park?
They put it in the books crew.
Oh,
These guys.
these guys.
These guys.
These
right
guys.
here.
These guys, forget about it. That they're going to be
Oh.
in the Marlins Park. Forget about it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be us yelling at the 200 fans, telling them you suck.
No, we can't. We're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
that's
can't.
right. We're in the press box.
We got to be professionals.
Oh, so we just come out.
No, but we do need
Take
to
a
go
stroll down
as
and-
fans
and
also,
yell.
so I can yell at the fans. Hey, you're throwing a no hitter and all that kind of stuff. Because if we did that, and we were actually recording it. It would be brilliant. We can play it for all of our fans out there watching.
It's pure brilliance.
Yeah,
I just said cyclical and I couldn't say brilliance.
it's because you had another sip.
I did.
Yeah.
All right. So
Oh, yeah.
look, here's the thing. Let's go on a little rant here. Little rant and raving.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Okay, here we go.
So, got 2 free agents out there, guys. The 2 top free agents that we've
Don't
seen
want them.
in one offseason a while. Bryce Harper in one side, Manny Machado in the other. There's 3 teams that are linked to them. 3 teams. It's kind of absurd to me that
3
with the
teams: White Sox, Phillies, and Nats.
Nats.
Okay.
And that's in the mix for all of them. Machado, I've only heard Chicago. Well, I heard the Yankees, but haven't heard that in a month.
I think that's all but done.
Yeah.
I think Tulo is there
Yeah.
until what's his name comes off the DL.
Yep. But it's
not a bad deal for the Skanks.
It's kind of
unfortunately.
if he well, no matter what he gives him,
He's gonna be hurt.
he's gonna get hurt.
He's gonna get hurt. He's gonna get hurt.
It's like
He's
what
due
we
for
got
it.
with Gonzo. You know, we paid him nothing, so the Braves picked up the rest of the check. So,
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's basically the same
Jays are
thing.
picking up the check for Tulo. So,
And they're picking up the check for the guy, the catcher they just sent off to Los Angeles.
Who?
that was a weird.
Who went? You mean Grandal?
No,
No. Oh, my God.
What are you talking about?
He was a Dodger too before, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Oh, Russell Martin.
Russell
Yeah,
Martin. Thank
that
you.
was a weird pickup. I mean, you went from Grandal to Russell Martin. I mean,
Well, I guess
Russell Martin's a capable backup, just not a big
Sure.
time hitter anymore.
Charlie Bryan was a capable backup, but he wasn't our starter, who we tried to trade for. We just had him, used him, and got rid of him.
They don't
No, but
need
the-
a hitting
but the-
catcher. They don't need a catcher.
Yeah.
They don't need a catcher that hits. The
But this guy
Dodgers.
does opposite of hit. He's a hole in your lineup.
Who?
Russell Martin. Look at what he's been doing recently. 200 hitter.
Yeah, he's really tailed off.
Recently, yeah.
He's up there. He's 34, and
But you know, getting
Catcher,
back
that's
to
something.
getting back to the big boys, you would never have imagined that only 3 teams would be interested in these guys. Yes, it's the contract. Yes, it's the amount of money. But that just goes to show you what the market in baseball has become. First, it was skyrocketing. A-Rod with his contract, Pujols with his contract, and all this.
It was too much, though. It was too much.
Yeah, but now all of a sudden, in the last few years, you got guys not signing. JD Martinez, I keep on bringing this example up. MVP candidate who had done well, had been injured, but he didn't sign until March last year. So now you got Bryce Harper, who is supposedly a game changer, who has been on a good team but not won anything.
He is a game changer.
And Manny Machado, who's been on a so-so team, then a really bad team, and has not won anything. So, but here's my big issue here, is that there's a potential for these guys, and we spoke about this the other day, but there's a potential for both of these guys to be in our division and not on our team. And not only that, not on our team, but we have not even had a conversation with them. The Yankees at least had a conversation and sit down with Machado. We haven't. It hasn't been, at least it hasn't been said, but in the New York market, it's being said that we would have had a sit down, call Machado. See, I mean, would he take a little bit less money to go to New York as opposed to Chicago? That they were been talking about $300 million, 10 years. The White Sox have offered 8 years, $250 million. Would he take a year or two less at the $30
But he
million?
wants to play shortstop.
That's all right.
He wants to play shortstop. And the Mets probably are not going for it. They have a young shortstop that they believe is going to be a superstar. They want to move him to third.
they're not
the
going
guy
for
doesn't
it for
want
money
to.
reasons, though. But that's
Huh?
the thing. They're not going for it for money reasons.
Probably,
Because
but I'm sure there's other reasons, not just the money.
I mean,
it can't
but-
be just the money.
You can make adjustments, and yeah, I mean, you can put Jed Lowry over at third. You can put Machado at short. You can put Rosario at second and Cano at first.
You have cyclical players.
Cyclical. Wow.
You
Word
can-
of the day.
You can even put Jed in the outfield. So
Jed Lowry's
I
not
don't-
stopping Manny Machado from coming
right
to the Mets.
Right. But
I mean, come on.
Ahmed Rosario shouldn't be either.
My point exactly. He's an immediate upgrade over anybody on the team right now.
That's not my point. My point is that it's probably not just the money. If it's just the money, then it's sad. Then we're back in the same place we've always been. If it's just the money,
Me personally, I think the biggest sticking point has got to be the length of contract he's asking for, 8 to 10 years. He's looking for 10 years. I don't.
And how old is he?
25.
26.
25, 26?
Yeah, whatever.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
he's 25, 8 years, still 33. This is not an Albert Pujols situation.
Well, 8 years is okay, but to me,
Yeah.
here's my deal. So we said before that there is a whole entire situation where contracts are skyrocketing and now their market's changing. I think a lot of that has to do when it started skyrocketing because of A-Rod, that long,
Yep.
huge contract that he stayed healthy for, that he performed for.
That he
So-
roided up for.
Well, in
He stayed
hindsight,
healthy
right?
with
In
roids,
hindsight.
yeah.
But we went ahead and said, not we, the owners said, wow. And this guy can get locked up. Look at Pujols. Let me do it. Look at this guy. Let me do it. And they started locking up all these players with these long contracts. And what was happening more and more frequently was these players are getting hurt. Now they're stuck with a $30 million, $20 million, $22 million hit on their payroll for somebody who's in the hospital for special surgery half the year.
But they also found out that we can't keep giving our players the roids that they need to be able to play the 8, 10 years and actual, make the contract a valid contract, because A-Rod played those years because he was roided up.
In
You
hindsight,
guys
yeah.
remember the second he got
He had a
busted
hip
on
thing.
roids, he all of a
His
sudden
hip,
he's got
his knee.
injuries, he's got hip injury, he's got this on the DL, he had to get off the roids, all these things. So the clubs, there's a little underlying thing with the clubs too, that if you guys really think about it, they're probably not giving these contracts out because they can't they know the players are not going to be able to perform for 10 years at that high of a level and be worthy of the contract
It's a bit
without the
much.
roids.
It's a bit much. 10 years is a bit much.
It's huge. It's huge. Look at Mustakas. He's a good example, just like your guy JD Martinez. Mustakas 5 years ago, 7 years ago, a guy like that would have been getting $15 or $20 million easy,
5 to 7 years, no problem.
no problem. But now they're not doing that anymore,
Yeah,
which I think is better for baseball. It really is better for baseball. I mean, Trout made over $30 million last year.
33 million or 32 million,
That's insane.
and he's going to get more.
And he's gonna get more. $40 million player? Really?
But let me ask you something. So you get somebody that comes onto your team and he's 31 years old and you give him a 10-year contract. Does that make any sense to you? To me, players perform at high level, their highest levels, most part, because you have phenoms, obviously. But from 28 to 35, you're going to get some of your higher level performance. And after that, typically, it goes downhill. Now, there's some freaks out there who just continue playing so well, but typically it's downhill. So now you just signed this guy for 6 years past what is kind of considered the decline, twilight, whatever you want to name it.
35. As soon as you hit 35, you start declining.
You do. Yeah. It's just, and everybody's different, but for the most part, that's the trend.
For the most part, yeah.
So why would you as a team, Seattle, why would you as a team, Anaheim, decide that you're going to sign somebody who's already in their early 30s for 10 years?
Money.
Jeez, it's ridiculous.
He makes you more money than you give him.
Well,
How much
again,
do they
with-
get off of Trout with merchandising? How much do they get off his jerseys? I mean, stuff like that. It's
You
valid.
talking Trout?
No, I'm talking generally, but
Oh, okay.
But let's just
He's using
use
Trout as
Trout.
an
Let's use
example.
Trout as an example.
But Trout right now, I wouldn't hesitate on signing him. to a
yeah,
10-year
but
deal.
the market's very cyclical. You got it's when you
You're
look
gonna live off that word today.
But
It
even
is.
even with Pujols, it was the cable contract.
They had the money to spend. Why do
already-
you think the Yankees can pay everybody so much? Because they
The
have,
Yes Network.
They have the network.
well, we got a network, but we don't spend. We do spend. I mean, well, being fair, but
Is it our network?
SNY is owned by the Wilpons, I believe. Yeah.
They own SNY.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So yeah, so to me, getting back to that point, actually, we never even got to that point, so we'll save that. We're going to talk a little bit about Mets spending habits, but I don't believe in those stupid long contracts. I just don't, and I think it's a trap. And I think you're setting yourself up for a lot of headache. Look what happened with the Captain Wright. It was the right thing to do to sign him to that contract. You can never have foreseen, what happened to him with his spinal stenosis. Yeah. Ooh,
You know what would make
Jinx.
baseball better? What would instantly make baseball a better game is if across the board, I know this is impossible, it's just wishful thinking, across the board, everyone got a 1-year contract and every next year they go into arbitration depending on how they performed. That would make baseball better. It would make every player better. I know people will start saying, "Oh, we need a longer contract because I want to be secure. I want to take care of my family." All the nonsense. But if you get a 1-year contract for $18 million, look at DeGrom. He got $17 million for 1 year. You can't take care of your family on $17 million. And next year, if you're better or worse, you get prorated on that, and you make what you deserve.
So like us normal people that get performance reviews every year.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
But remember,
And we get the 1% raise, huh?
Remember Latrell Sprewell? He got offered the 4 years, $23 or $24 million from Minnesota,
And he was crying.
and he said, "How am I supposed to feed my family?" And he never got offered another contract again.
Never again. Plus, he was a psycho.
A little bit.
And he choked his coach.
Little bit.
That kind of helped a little bit, you know?
Let's be
There were a
honest.
few other
He
things.
didn't earn another contract.
Right.
Charles Sprewell took us to the 2000 NBA championship.
Prior to that
Man.
contract, but once he signed that contract in Minnesota,
I'm just
he
giving him
didn't
a
perform
little
at a
bit.
level.
No.
Because-
They didn't give him the contract. He played with Minnesota, but they
that's right.
they offered him the
He
extension.
lost his career because of that
Yeah.
remark and choking coach.
He ended up in. Did he end up in China?
Well, we gave him the.
He ended up overseas.
I don't know if he did. Yeah, maybe. But he did take the Knicks to the 2000 finals against the freaking Twin Towers of Duncan and
He was good in the paint. He was,
Duncan and Robinson.
yeah, he was something else. But
Patrick Ewing.
screw him. Knicks suck. Dolan's sell a team.
Patrick
Um,
Ewing.
That was Marcus Camby was our center.
Oh, you remember
Marcus
Camby?
It was Camby.
He was decent, man. He did his
he
job.
did a good job.
I liked Marcus Camby.
He played with the Knicks twice. They brought
Then he
him
went to
back,
Jersey, right? Did he go to Jersey?
He went to a few different places.
He was
Remember
a
if he went
defensive
to-
center.
Yeah, I don't remember if he went to Seattle when Seattle was still there. That was, Ewing played in Seattle.
You mean Seattle?
Seattle.
Ewing played in Seattle. How embarrassing is that?
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing had to go to Seattle. That's terrible.
After that wrist
Knicks.
injury.
How'd you do that to him, Knicks?
Yeah.
Should have retired him, you gutless Knicks. So mad at you still.
That's why they've sucked ever since.
They deserve
That
it.
in one name.
But
Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, but you know what? Isaiah Thomas ruined us.
Ruined.
I remember.
God, good. God, he was-
Completely ruined us. Well, Dolan.
I remember
Dolan
when
ruined us.
Isaiah Thomas, I think it was his first or second year as GM. We made it to the playoffs, and he stood in front of Madison Square Garden. He goes, "Welcome to the playoffs, New York." Come on.
Who is it? Isaiah Thomas?
Yeah,
That was when they brought in Stephon Marbury.
yeah. Come on. And in New York, welcome to the play. No, bring me their championship. I want a championship.
We
don't
had
care.
a championship if Patrick Ewing dunks the ball instead of tries to finger roll when you're 7 feet tall. What was that about?
I used to love his hook shot. Anyway,
Well, we would have had 3 or 4 championships if not for Douchey Jordan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember a little bit earlier today when I said we'll go down one path and we'll make a right down a road and we'll go down there? And that's what the show will be?
and that's what's happening now.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing.
It always happens.
Stefan Matteau. Stefan Matteau.
Step on
Didn't he
my toe.
become like the greatest Chinese basketball player of all time?
Marbury?
Yeah, he did.
They love him.
They love his shoes.
Actually,
Yeah.
Ari Gold in his
He's
book
very
talks
rich.
about that.
He does.
Yeah.
He does, Ari Gold. Can
Wow.
you watch the show, please?
No.
Why not?
Because he's
Listen,
not
you-
real.
He's real to me.
Oh.
He's real to you, too.
He is.
He wrote a book. Got it
Yeah.
right there.
How could author Ari
That's
Gold?
so weird.
Yeah. I mean, he was on, MSNBC and on CNBC as Ari Gold, the Today Show.
I don't like that guy.
What?
I've never liked that guy.
Oh my god.
I've never liked him.
Can you bring that microphone over here? I don't know if I can continue with the show right now.
Yeah, I think
I don't like
quit.
him. I never
Why
liked
not?
him when he was doing the crappy acting jobs and getting all those crappy movies and those stupid little roles. He got lucky with this show. He got really lucky.
It was
that his
great.
abrasive, idiotic, stupid looking face and personality was perfect to be a sports agent.
Maybe he doesn't like you.
Good. Thank God he doesn't like me. I don't like him. Look at me.
I won't look at
Look at me
you.
in my eyes.
I don't like this right now, what we're doing right here. I don't like it at all. Lloyd!
I remember when I went to the screening given to me by cinesportstalk.com.
That's a great website, cinesportstalk.com.
You should
And
go there.
There was
You
an
people
outage.
should go there.
The camera went out, and when the camera went out, everybody yelled, "Lloyd!"
Now, speaking of Cinesports Talk, look at you transitioning into things.
Look at that.
You're
Amazing.
just great at this stuff. We just gave out passes in a bunch of different cities last night. We sent out the emails for it. The movie is Glass.
Can't wait. Can't
God,
wait.
Must see.
Must see that. Been waiting.
Yeah. We sent it out to West Palm. We sent it out to Oklahoma City and 5 different cities in Texas.
Wow. Wow.
Everybody's happy.
Texas. Are you guys happy in Texas?
They are.
Losers. Anyway,
They're not happy in Texas.
they're not
They're
happy.
not happy in Philadelphia
They're
either.
not happy. Oh, that smells delicious.
This does smell delicious.
Wow. What is that?
This is something
is
that Keith
that?
is going to tell you about
let
right
me
here.
know.
This is
What
called
is that?
Brooklyn Water Coffee.
Brooklyn.
And
It's my favorite city.
It is delicious. Keith,
Oh, wow.
Actually, this segment right now.
This
we're
one right here?
This one.
Right now.
Right now.
the one where we were talking about Ari Gold and how great he was.
Hold on, not now. And begin. Now.
Now.
Giddy up.
I'll let you know when it ends.
No. Okay.
It's.
Do you want to put this somewhere? Right here.
Yeah, it can hang out.
You can put it in the books.
It's being brought to you by
I see what you did
Brooklyn
there.
Water Coffee Roasters. From their roastery to your sister's front door. Only the finest beans from all over the world. So
Only
enjoy
the
a big
finest.
cup of either Drunken
Cafe.
Pig, which I think this is here. Yep.
This is
And don't worry, no animals were harmed in the making of this non-alcoholic treat. You can have
man.
the
We need
dark
alcohol.
roast, dark chocolate. This is guilt-free, and I forget, Fretchy, how many calories come in there?
Settle.
Oh, okay. But it does have a full, rich chocolate flavor. Or you can go for the chicken waffles.
I have rocks in my drink.
Chicken
Oh,
waffles.
you got I like the whiskey rocks.
Chicken waffles.
I got metal ones too.
I'll give you some next week.
Cool. They're not like kidney stones, right? They're like just regular.
I can grab some rocks from my yard. Put it in the freezer.
That's crack
Make sure they're
rocks.
nice and dirty. Okay. Then there's chicken and waffles.
It's an earthworm.
Raffles?
Waffles.
Chicken and waffles.
Yes, that's right. You heard me right, folks. Chicken and waffles.
him.
I did this segment really good last week.
There's an earthworm.
Yeah,
in my
feel like
drink.
this is a pretty bad one right
Yeah.
We're really trying to get this
Yeah.
bad joke of the earthworm in my drink, but it's not happening. All right.
now. Don't.
Should I
don't.
start the segment over?
Leave it alone. Which segment?
Go. Keith has something to tell you about.
Oh,
What?
well, this segment here, the one that's beginning right now, was brought to you by Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters. From their roastery to your sister's front door. The
To
only
where? To your sister's where?
front door,
Okay.
not the back door. Only Only the finest beans from all over the world.
You know.
So, chicken and waffles. Yes, that's right. You heard me right, folks. Chicken and waffles.
You
It's
heard
vegan
him.
friendly. And how many calories come in that cup of coffee there?
As heado.
Oh, okay. That's right. There's also the medium roast. This is hands down our most popular coffee. Blend of African and South American coffees. See, I said that right.
That's really good.
That was good.
You did a good job.
This blend is a full-bodied and complex coffee that offers a sweet citrus note and lingering bright finish.
Wow.
And then there's also the jacked
Classy.
up cupcake, which is, of course, as everybody out there knows, I like to call my buddy Rodriguez over there.
Booyah.
They offer a line of high energy coffee, and one of those is jacked up cupcake. This delicious vanilla flavored cupcake, vanilla flavored coffee, contains 50% more caffeine per cup and no what? He's too busy.
Settle.
Calories. This delicious vanilla cupcake flavored coffee contains 50% more caffeine per cup. It's available and roasted to order. Available and roasted to order at www.brooklynwatercoffeeroasters.com. It's guaranteed to be shipped within 24 hours of its roast date.
Focus.
No, I'm very focused. I just finished. I'm just paying attention to Faraci over here, who's very excited about his upload and download speed. The excitement on his face, he is so filled with joy. So he likes.
He just says everything. We can't.
We
do
have
anything.
some things going on in the background
He
that you guys don't need to know about.
his upload is really fast and his download is a
my
little
God.
slower. Does that mean you're long-lasting energy?
Are you done?
I've been done. Pay attention.
I've been done.
I've been done.
All right. So,
Son.
bottom line, head to Brooklyn Water Coffee Roasters.com and grab some coffee. It smells fantastic. You want another whiff of that? Wow.
I love.
Delicious.
You snorting coffee or what?
That's what I said.
Jeez. I love the Cinnabuzz.
No, you don't.
That's one of the Highline energy
Liar.
coffees.
I have that one at home, man. I drink it every morning.
You're
It's
so full of
fantastic.
crap, dude.
I swear to.
I don't believe a
I
word you
swear
say
to
now.
fudge.
Anyway,
Don't believe me.
let's talk a little about our New York Metsies.
I wanna mention-
You want to what?
Huh?
Who?
I want to
When?
mention
How
what's
time
going
is it?
on. Mets are planning to introduce Jed Lowry on Wednesday at Citi Field.
Oh.
I wanted to talk about the
It's exciting. Shout out to Chris Kelly.
Chris Kelly.
Chris Kelly.
Who's that?
That's
Who
my
dat?
buddy. That's my buddy from ATL who listens to the show. He's a stinking Braves fan, but he's a good guy.
Well, you're listening to the show, so you're in the right place, Chris. I just got to tell you that you're a Braves fan. So just keep coming here. And, even though you're living in sin, you're focusing on the right thing, the New York Mets. I'll
Yeah.
pray for you and I hope everything works out all right.
Pray for you. Pray for you, Kelly.
Yeah.
Come to the light. Come into the light.
Andy Martino, who covers the Mets, seemed to be getting a little annoyed.
Oh, did you see
With
that?
us? Did we do something to him?
No,
Well, let's do something to
You
him.
saw the thing. Did he post something else or he's still on?
no. What you had said.
He's mad at you, at Keith?
No,
Yes, I hope so.
which wouldn't be surprising, but no,
That'd be awesome.
I didn't do it. Andy Martino is a beat reporter, right?
He's a beat reporter. What does he beat?
Was it on MLB or
New York Daily News, right? New York Post.
SNY.
SNY? And apparently, us Met fans are very passionate about our Mets, and sometimes somebody says something that we feel is misdirected or incorrect, we tend to pick on them. And I think he alluded to we're done making moves, or these fans thought that. So he just randomly tweeted out in all capital letters. What was it, Faraci?
Good Lord, I did not say they were done.
Yeah, so we can be very persistently annoying as Met fans. Not me, of course, but like these guys over here.
No, not him. Not
No.
him.
Yeah, I mean,
Just every day.
no.
The Mets were
Other
in
than
on
8 hours a day.
Derek Holland until
I don't like that name. It can't be on my team. Derek.
Derek
Nah. I don't
Holland.
like- that's Derek. Terrible name.
Holland.
yeah, I don't like it either. But he is saying that there are several legit mystery teams in on Harper and
That's them.
Machado.
Machado time. It's Machado time.
That word, that sentence that I just said makes Keith want to do that because it's ridiculous, right? Because we know in our hearts we're not signing either one of the two.
Mm-mm.
It ain't happening.
Not gonna happen.
And I've been saying it for months that I don't want Bryce Harper. So I don't want Bryce Harper. I don't want Bryce Harper.
Doesn't mean anything what you say.
I'll take Harper.
I'll take Harper in
What?
a heartbeat.
Yeah, man.
Heartbeat. How could you not want Bryce Harper?
That wasn't a drop the mic moment. No.
But
Come
okay,
on.
let's forget about me being right all the time.
Let's not say
but
we
let's
did.
say that that's a blast from the past. You okay? You good?
He's trying to start the engine. It's a little cold in here.
Gotta warm it up. Rev it up.
Run, red rum.
Red rum. Red Rover.
Roll
Stop
over.
shaking your head.
But the moment what I was saying is that we know for a fact the Mets are not signing either Bryce Harper or Manny Machado. But the moment there is a hint, a possibility, a mystery team that could be thousands of miles away from New York City, the moment that phrase is uttered, that's what we do. We start running all over the place. This is a potential.
Like a chicken without a head. Waving our arms.
That's the sheep?
Yeah.
The lamb, whatever.
Who's that? Ari Gold?
Wait,
Hey.
hold on. Did you guys hear? There are legitimate mystery teams going after Harper and Machado.
Must be the Mets.
It's got to be the Mets.
What?
You know
Come
what?
on.
Maybe we'll sign them both.
I gotta get like 7 goals.
And
for
next
that.
year, we're going to sign Trout and Arenado.
That would sound good. We'll have a whole team of Arenado, Machado, Trout, and Harper. That's good for me. Then we'll just get rid of all the pitching because we don't need pitching at that point.
You don't need pitching. I
We're
mean,
just gonna score 87 runs a game.
this is your third starter next year.
Yes.
So you're in now.
I'm in now. Sign them all. I'm in.
No, but it's funny, as a fan base, and it happens with, I don't know, does it happen with all the teams? Because LeBron has been a free agent a couple times, and the first time around, I thought for sure he was going to the Knicks.
Well, I think it's more so with our team because first of all, we're New York. Then we also have our crosstown rivals who do spend that recently,
And the media.
and we have the media. So we have we have a lot of passion. So we have a lot of these things feeding into us, and then you couple that with our blind passion, it creates
And a bunch of morons.
it creates hysteria.
It's a bunch of moronic fans out there.
And there is a lot, yeah.
You know, one guy wanted to pay Bryce Harper $60 million. That's what I said
For what? For 3 years?
for 5 years
Oh yeah, he'll take that. Why? Oh, you'll be on the Mets. Why
because he
wouldn't
wanted to add it up to 300, so he could figure 5 years, 60 million, 300 million.
Sure.
Sure, pay him $60 million. Exactly.
Careful, everybody. I might blind you here.
Whoa! What is that?
For those of you who didn't know
Alright,
that I'm
playing
bald,
that sound effect now.
Wow.
But it's still funny.
I am bald. It's probably because I'm a Mets fan.
You could just say you shave your head. You didn't have to say you were bald.
No, your head is bald.
No, I do shave my head though.
It doesn't make up who you are.
It doesn't.
No,
No, it just makes you bald.
Doesn't make me any less
you
of
are
a
more
man.
than bald. Wait, what?
At least you're not a Yankee fan.
Well, geez.
Could be bald and a Yankee fan.
Why don't we get into our Mets moment of the week?
Oh, sounds exciting.
Oh my God!
And
Sounds
then on
exciting.
the other side of that, we'll talk about more about how the
Greatest Met
the Mets
catcher of
don't
all
like
time.
to sign
Greatest
players.
Met catcher of all time.
Who do you think this was fashioned after? Stay tuned.
Oh,
Dun,
stay
dun, dun.
tuned.
If I do this, but when I do this, you hear me again.
That's right.
And
is he
begin.
talking
And
about?
this week's Mets moment of the week is brought to you by Keith. We kind of skipped over Rodriguez because we didn't do a Mets moment of the week last week.
We're the Mets moment of the week.
We are. This is
Aw,
us.
you guys are so cute, little matching shirts.
Ooh.
Don't be a dick.
Just don't do it. Don't be a dick. All right, let's go with the Mets moment of the week. Here we go. Brought to you by Keithy.
Keithy.
My buddy, my pal.
It's Keithy.
Bottom of the 12th inning.
What?
1 out. 1-1 tie. Charlie Kerfeld and Gary Carter dueling here. Up the middle, base hit. Blackman turns third. After throw, no play. Easy. Blackman, Carter wins it with his second hit of the series. Ball game is 12-1.
That's amazing. I remember watching this.
The outfield too deep to make a play on Wally Backman. If it got through, Backman scores, and he scores easily.
Maybe like a video
What a
play.
ball game.
Can you do that?
Here we go. Gary Carter, the second best Mets catcher of all time,
That's true.
driving in.
That's true. A World Series winner, though.
No, driving in game-winning RBI base hit up the middle. We'll pop a link for that for you guys once we're done with this show. But that was Game 5, 1986 game winner up the middle. Keith,
Yeah, that was
let me act like a true reporter. What were your thoughts when you chose this moment?
my thoughts were just I wanted to be a little nostalgic, and I wanted to keep the theme into like a World Series playoff type of caliber team, because this whole entire offseason I just want to focus on winning.
A little bit more lisp.
I didn't wisp.
Wisp.
A little bit more lisp.
That's good though.
No,
we do got to concentrate on winning.
And it was a
Wow.
huge clutch. I mean, I remember the pitching duels in that series. I was young, but the pitching duels we had with Houston through that game, and it was 12th inning, 1-1 tie. I think Backman was on second. He's the one that scored, and Carter comes up to the plate with a walk-off single. Pretty clutch, huge hit. I mean, we may not have been in the World Series if it wasn't for that.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
Mike Scott
how
was like-
scared we were of Mike Scott, by the way.
Oh man, that splitter was
Petrified.
nasty.
It was a cutter. He was cutting the crap out of that ball, man. He was slicing that ball up, making that ball just drop down.
Mets didn't do anything against them all season.
Nolan
Nolan Ryan was on that team
No
too.
one did.
Nolan Ryan too.
Was on
Nolan-
the Astros
I
at
thought he
that
was on the
time.
Astros that year, wasn't he?
I think he had already become an angel.
Let's
I
go
don't
to the
think he was.
videotape. Rest in
But-
peace, Warner Wolf.
What'd you do to that phone? It squealed.
Well, because I guess I locked it, so the goat had to finish his scream.
You locked it mid goat.
Yeah, I locked it in goat scream. Let's see. Hold on. 1986 Houston Astros roster. Yo.
Giddy up.
Mike Scott, Kevin Bass, Jose Cruz,
I remember him. Cruz brothers.
Glenn
Bunch of them.
Davis,
First baseman. Mustache.
Billy Hatcher.
Porn stash. He had a porn stash, actually.
Oh yeah, I don't see him. Let me check the full squad. Maybe you're right. I thought he was.
I have to be right sometime.
Yeah.
Even a clock is a broken clock is right twice a day, right?
Yes. Yes.
Who's that?
Yes.
Is that Adam Gaze?
Oh, his eyeballs.
He's gazing.
He's gazing. He's gazing, and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
wearing a green tie.
Nolan Ryan was on the team.
He looks good.
Nolan Ryan was on the Astros. 1986.
In 86?
Yep.
Must have sucked for him not to win.
He
the
looks like
World
he's about
Series.
to have a stroke or something.
He's beat red,
Look,
right?
he's like,
What is
like
that?
looking around and
He's
like,
overheated.
he's like in awe.
It's like, wow, I'm in New York.
Congratulations,
I have
Jets.
real fans now.
Wow.
So Nolan Ryan was on that team.
27-year career, Nolan Ryan. Anyway, let's not talk about him. Somebody that we should never have traded. We should have kept him for all 27 years.
That would have been amazing. Yeah, because he was just nasty. I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We wouldn't have. Johan Santana might be still pitching. It's amazing the effect that if we keep Nolan Ryan, he
Right.
pitches 7 no-hitters. We don't have to extend. Collins don't gotta throw Santana the
that's
134
true.
pitches.
It just goes to show you
Dude,
that every
134 pitches is not a lot of pitches.
No.
every decision you make is cyclical.
Cyclical.
The outcome of all of your decisions, just what?
Cyclical.
Hmm.
I can still say it.
Again,
Not for long.
cyclical.
So 1986, Game 5 of the championship series against the Astros. We took them down to Chinatown.
Okay, so
Carter
it's
was
2019 right now, and 50 years ago,
This is it.
50 years ago, we
Yeah.
were world champs.
Yep, the anniversary's up.
The anniversary's coming.
Yeah, it's this year.
They're gonna have something big going on over there.
In June, they're going to
In
do
June.
a celebration. Yeah, you heard.
I think
right?
the end
Yeah.
of June, right?
Yeah, at Shea City Field.
The end
We
of
should
June.
grace them with our presence.
I may be up there at that time, actually.
I want to go to Chicago in June. Mets are going to be playing there in June. Wrigley. And the 7 line's going to be there.
7 line.
I was thinking about it.
7-9 Army.
This is real cushy right here.
It is pretty. That's why I haven't
This is-
moved. I'm
this
just
is-
like, it's like I'm just at the house, relaxed, talking on the microphone.
We did 31 shows of me being able to see you guys, so I just have this habit where I have to sit over here and look at you guys when I
No,
talk.
that's good, though.
Why is that good?
Because I like looking at you.
Aw.
I don't remember what show was it that we decided to go live on YouTube. It was somewhere. It wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't.
Early 20s.
1920s? Yeah, I think it was.
Oh my God! In 2 years, when we say early 20s, it's gonna be the 2020s.
Oh my God.
Did you hear that they're trying to get Barbara Walters to do the next year's ball drop in Times Square?
Barbara Walters?
Yeah,
How are they going to do that?
She alive?
she's still alive.
Thought she left the view because she died.
They want to. They want her to be
Wow.
there when the ball drops, and she can say, "I'm Barbara Walters, and this is 2020."
Wow. Wow. You know what? That is like cheese fest. Episode
The
25.
things people think about.
Episode 25.
2020.
25. So we've only been doing this for. This is our 8th episode that we go live on the air.
Really? So we've only messed up 8 episodes on YouTube.
We're rookies. Not
Yeah.
anymore, though. After 7 episodes, that's it.
Oh, now we're not rookies
We're in.
anymore. Oh, now we're in.
We're in the club.
I believe you can't hear me.
We're YouTube gods.
I'm going to do something that bothers Steve. Faraci.
He always does something that bothers everybody.
He always does something that bothers everybody. He always does something that bothers everybody. He always does something that bothers everybody.
See?
I like that.
Wasn't that amazing?
He really cracked himself up there.
At least he can't. Well, the problem, he can look at himself on the video screen all day now.
He always does something that bothers everybody.
I'm going to give another reminder here. Cinesportstalk.com, if you guys don't mind. Cinesportstalk.com for all your movie needs. Obviously, your sports needs.
Obviously.
All my needs.
All of your needs. Ralph can handle all of your needs.
Ooh.
Ralph is pretty
Threw
good.
Ralph under the bus on
He's
that
good.
one.
No, Ralph's a good guy.
Ralph's gotta do it.
Ralph and Kyle, they just put up another episode of Hoopla. It is, I believe, the 9th episode, so they're in.
2 white guys talking basketball.
They knocked it out. They're 9 episodes in. And this week's episode, very interesting. 2 topics, big topics that they discussed. Number 1, the NBA trade deadline's coming up. And then so they talk about the potential trades that were going on. And Kyle on Friday night had a what I believe was a successful Tinder date
With a woman?
with a woman.
Congratulations.
So they talk about all
Wow.
that. So you
talk
might
about their
want to
sex
give a
lives.
listen.
Really?
Yeah, definitely
How
want to give a
old is
listen.
Kyle? Isn't
Kyle's
he like
21.
Wow.
He's ready to go.
How exciting for a 21-year-old
Yeah.
with a woman.
I just thought about 7 things I could say, and all of them I said, nah, it's probably not good.
7.
7
No.
only.
This Wednesday.
Yeah.
This Wednesday
You're being nice
on the
today.
Cine Sports
I
Talk
mulled over them.
Radio Network,
Uh-huh.
the world premiere
Gia.
of Gia and
Gia.
Leila.
577
Let her know.
1275 is the number.
Gia was great last week.
Gia's very good. Gia's very talented.
Very talented. And she said she liked us, so that was it. I don't care how much talent she has or doesn't.
Should,
When
should we
she said
stop
that.
talking and just make an awkward pause and silence on the show while Farachi's on the phone trying to dial Layla? Let's do that.
I thought us talking was awkward.
Oh, okay, then it's fine. We'll stick with that. So, should I play the name game?
No, I'm done.
No.
We'll wait to see if Layla can join us.
Damn.
No.
Because I mean,
No.
they're 2 days away
No.
You just C-blocked me,
from
bro.
getting this thing started. It is our 6th show on the network. Very exciting. Tim,
It's going to be a good show, too, people.
Timmy, if
A
you're
good
listening, watching, or doing anything, all of the above, we want a 7th show, Timmy.
Timmy.
Let's make that happen.
Hold on.
Timmy. Oh, what did he say?
Hey, oh, there's Tim.
This is just.
Oh, yeah.
I can't stick it up right now, Tim, but this is for you. Tim said that
That's
his picture
right.
should be under the Giants flag, because even though it's a Met show,
All right.
we'll put that across to our producers and bosses, and we'll see if we can get that approved for you.
He's our 4th host. He's the co-host, man.
Yeah, he is.
Co-host
For this
of,
show.
The G-Men show.
G-Men show.
Tim, oh, I don't know why the comments are not coming up. I just looked on my phone. I see comments.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wonder why that is.
Mhm.
Oh, top chat. There we go.
Yeah, Tim's been chatting with us.
Oh, so sorry, Timmy.
Tim's been talking to the PC.
Can
all by
I
himself.
can't scroll up.
I hope that
Old finger roll Ewing, the top 4 free agents is still out there. Yankees won't.
Finger roll Ewing. He knows.
Allen Houston, worst contract ever.
Oh, God. I hated that guy.
Was-
soft.
That was terrible.
so
Soft.
soft.
Allen, I like
Allen Houston was soft, Millie.
Allen Houston. I know there's a Met show, but I think my pick should be under the Giants flag.
That's why I just put it up there.
Oh, do you want to just pop it there?
We got tape.
I don't have tape at the moment, but you can put them right here.
Spit on it.
You think
Stick
it'll
it to
stay?
the Giants
No,
flag.
it's paper. It'll fall behind the couch.
Don't tell me about the logistics of paper.
So, Tim, what do you think about him thinking the paper's just going to stay up there? Very good. He's putting your picture in a Met hat. I find that ironically funny.
Oh, that's going to be painful for Timmy.
Tim, listen.
That's going to be great.
I'm just trying to make things work around here, right?
How do you feel about leaning up against a Met hat, Tim?
That's not nice.
He's got nothing to say
He
about it.
said, listen, Tim, had Keith not mentioned it, nobody would know that you're leaning up against the Mets hat. What matters is that you're here and you got your Giants hat on. You're looking
He's over your
like
left
a-
shoulder. Be careful.
you're looking like a Studley head coach.
Tim said.
That's right. Tim
Tim-
looks like a defensive coach.
Tim said that's not nice.
And
Absolutely.
so again, I said that. Thanks for
Are you-
listening.
No. Well, you're just like co-host, so I don't pay attention to you. So I was just looking at the chat.
But I said Tim said that's not nice.
He's a coach. Oh, he doesn't listen to you. Now we got the Keith we know.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm an angel on your shoulders. Well, listen,
You know,
I
feel
need
like
all the help I can get, Tim.
Tim said that he's an angel on our shoulders as well. Did you hear that?
Here we go.
Come here. Can you bring your head over here for a second?
No.
All right. Well, Tim, listen, we need a 7th show.
He says no.
The fans want a wrestling show.
Let's Big
make
Tim.
it happen.
Make it happen, Timmy.
Old school, new school, whatever you want to do. The fans want it.
Any school.
And if it's old school,
Charter school,
I think we can
Preparatory.
call in and talk through some stuff like that.
Absolutely. Wrestling.
Wrestling.
Yeah, old school.
Jeez.
I can talk a good amount. New stuff. I don't know enough.
The new wrestlers are just so crappy.
It's kind of like old
and the
school
gimmicks are
NBA and
terrible.
stuff, right? Like
You mean old school NBA? What are you talking about?
no. I'm talking about old school wrestling, 90s Attitude Era stuff,
Yeah.
matched up with old school NBA, and now
Oh yeah.
the new school NBA is all soft and let me shoot from beyond the arc.
Let me
Not right.
take 33 pointers.
I don't want to go in the paint and make it slap in the arm.
Foul.
Wrestling
Three-pointer.
and the movies of Sam Elliott show.
When I charged the paint, he elbowed me.
That was very well done.
It was.
That was listen and,
do the
and
whole show in his
added to the
voice.
Giants. The Giants. And I'm just talking NFL. There's a funny clip I saw yesterday of a couple trying to show what the appropriate way to sack a quarterback is now, and it's the guy runs into his wife, picks the wife up,
Gently lays
her down, gets a pillow, puts it under her head, kisses her on the forehead, and then gets up and celebrates the sack. But I mean,
That is how they do it
Clearly,
now.
it's an exaggeration, but I mean, the things that go on these days now with the 15-yard penalties and whatnot. It
may have something
my
to do with
forearm
the
hit your shoulder.
It's a concussion thing.
Yeah.
Did you
come
notice
on.
those penalties in the Patriots game? Those 2 pass interference penalties. Were they a little like? I mean, I don't. Listen. I think
I was in Orlando.
Oh. That's a whole other story. Alrighty. Oh, my dad's listening live.
Oh, he never goes to Orlando though.
What's up, Dad?
Never goes to Orlando. Unbelievable.
Senior Laris, how are you?
This is what I think of Farachi Dad.
In spite of all that,
Well, that.
I love your son. Like,
In spite of that.
he's like a friend to me.
Thanks, bud.
Not an actual friend, like
He's
a
like
friend.
a friend.
Thanks,
He's close.
bud.
He's almost there.
You love when I call you bud.
Tim's talking to your dad. Yeah, I'd love when you call me bud. Hey, bud. Hey, pal.
Can I call you little bud?
Hey, Chief. Little Chief.
Why'd you get
What a
upset
movie.
about that?
What
You
a
don't like to
movie.
be
What's
called
up, boss?
Little Chief. I remember that.
What's the name of the movie?
Huh? What?
What's the name of the movie?
Which movie?
Little Chief.
Little Giants. I think it's time to play the name game if you don't pick something up real quick.
Oh man, say something quick. Anything.
Little
The
Chief.
pressure's on.
The movie with what's his name? What's his name in the radio?
Oh, Harold Baines.
Harold Baines,
I don't
the
know. He's saying
baseball
what's his
player?
name and what's his name. I'm just throwing names out there.
Little Chief. What
Oh,
guy on the
my
radio? What are you
God.
talking about?
By the way,
When the radio falls.
you mean Robin Williams?
No. When the guy can't think of his name or the name of the movie right now.
From the 80s? Spike Lee movie?
90s.
do you see what happens in the off season where we go with our conversations?
It's
We need baseball.
The Mets are in
Oh,
it.
we are talking.
We need
The
baseball.
Mets are in the movie. That's why I'm talking about it.
The Mets.
Little Chief.
Chief.
The radio. He's able to talk to his dad, who
No,
he's a
frequency.
frequency. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Through the radio.
Excellent job there.
Oh,
Excellent.
the guy who
job.
plays Jesus Christ and never got a job
Yes.
after that.
Yes.
Mel Gibson ruined his career.
Nice job.
Thanks, Mel.
No, but yeah, it's a phenomenal movie.
That was a good flick. Yeah.
Whether you're a
That
Mets
was a
fan or
good
not,
flick.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That's a pretty obscure pick.
Let me see.
Gotta be honest.
No, it was a good flick.
That
though.
came out of nowhere.
Well, it's Met.
No,
relative.
we call Chief. I called him Chief. That's why. And then I called him Little Chief.
And we're in a Met show, so it's all cyclical.
Yeah, cyclical.
Cyclical? Good word. Good word, people.
Frequency. 70% on Rotten Tomatoes.
So let me just say that today we are rolling with no topics. We started this whole show with no topics. And I
Off
was,
the cuff.
That's how good we
I
are.
was a little worried, but my buddy
Were you
Faraci-
really worried?
No. I told Rodriguez, I met him, I saw him in the hallway, and I said, it doesn't really matter because we can just talk for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. It doesn't even just throw baseball and movie talk. We can go on and on and on.
Baseball, movies, wrestling, nonsense. Anything you can think of, we're going to say.
Yeah.
Apple Pie Chevrolet.
Apple pie, Chevrolet.
Forward.
Yeah, pretty much.
Forward F-150.
I mean,
So we're
we're
just
in
gonna
all
name.
that
Let's
stuff.
name cars.
What's
Just name cars. Dodge Charger.
What's that new car that's coming out? I think it's a GT 510. It's supposed to have 700 horsepower. And
It's called the
street legal.
Metropolitan.
Woo!
It's called a Metropolitan.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys
So
think that was a fake laugh?
yeah.
'Cause I felt as though
Yeah, that was
there was
that
a
was
little
pit- That was
fakeness
a pity laugh. That was
to
a
my
pity
laugh.
laugh.
it was.
Yeah,
A little bit of a pity.
Yeah.
You called me out.
You
It
almost
was.
made me laugh.
So
That's cool. Bud. Hey, Bud.
this is the year that we're winning it all. This is the year we're winning it all. Since my dad's listening, he told me to say it. I'm saying it. This is the year we're winning it all, Pop. We're winning it all. Say it.
How many second basemen
Say
will we
it.
use this year?
Say it.
Opening day outfield.
Oh, we're gonna have out there Mo Vaughn.
See,
Ricky
he
Henderson.
goes there. You know he's
Is
gonna
he
go
going to be
nutty.
playing poker out there?
Is and giving haircuts.
Keith
haircuts.
Hernandez.
Opening day outfield is going to be Michael Conforto, Brandon Nimmo, and I'm a little up in the air beyond that. Maybe Buxton or McNeil.
Lagares or McNeil. It'll be Lagares or McNeil. One of those two.
Yeah.
Unless that surprise team comes through.
Here we go.
Unless that surprise team, that mystery team comes through.
Bryce starting center field for your New York Mets.
No, he'll be
Bryce
he'll be in right.
Harper.
He should be in right. Nemo should be in center.
Whatever.
Conforto on
Doesn't
left.
matter. Put him anywhere out there.
Number 34,
Put him anywhere out there.
Bryce.
Excuse me, but number 34 is
Hair
taken.
flipper. Yeah, it is taken.
And
That would be
I
So how
swear
does that work?
on everything that is holy, he will not take Thor's number.
how would that work?
You gotta be able to
He
lift
has
up.
to
You
have
got,
another
if you lift
number.
up the hammer, you can have the number. Yeah,
I love
you can't
that.
do it.
I love that. You got that's it. I got nothing else to say to you. Nothing else. You can lift the
No,
hammer.
he can't have that number.
No. It's God of Thunder's number.
When you look at me like that.
he can't have double the number because that's McNeil.
What?
Doesn't care about.
Yeah, so he just blows over. it.
Moving right along.
Move it right along.
I think McNeil's going to change his
From
number.
Muppets, right?
That's right. It's very cyclical. Just brought it right around movies,
34.
sports, Cine Sports Talk.
That's what we do here.
That's right.
86.
Hey Tim, what do you think about this? What do you think about the wall, Tim?
The New York
He'll,
Wall.
he'll get to us. He'll get
Yeah.
back to us. He's got type.
So, what do you think about
Okay, third to first in the infield.
third to first? So we're starting at third. It's gonna be, huh?
No.
It's either Frazier
Whatever.
or Mike Lowry.
He said 2 out of the 4 are cool because he likes the skanks over there. This is good. Freaking Celtics fan and Rangers.
We should put his.
He's got a tattoo. Everybody go on
What?
YouTube. Actually, can we? That's a
He's-
copyright thing.
he-
If we pop that on our YouTube, we can share it.
I don't think so.
Tim got
Share
a
a link.
I think it's an MSG thing. Well, we can share it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim was on Madison Square Garden Network getting a tat of the Rangers.
Tim was actually on our Stomp You Out podcast, our Stomp You Out show, which we talk about the Giants, and he told a story about
Yep.
getting that tattoo and how
It was breaking news. It happened before.
it was breaking news.
All right, third to first in the infield.
I'm a little confused with third base, so I'm going to skip that. Shortstop is going to be Rosario. Second base is going to be Cano, and first base is probably going to be either Lowry or McNeil to start the season. I'm thinking that there's going to be some between third and first is very in the air to start the season. I'm a little. It's either going to be Frazier at first, splitting squad over there with McNeil and Lowry at third, or Lowry splitting with McNeil at first. So I think McNeil is going to be platooning with either Lowry or Frazier at first, and the other one will be taking third base, either Frazier or Lowry.
So lots of question marks.
There is, yeah, because who knows, right? They're going to play Frazier, but
Lots of choices.
There's a lot of choices, and that's a good thing.
Tim has a suggestion for shortstop.
Go ahead, Tim.
Felix Fermin. Is that what he says? That?
Oh, he actually gave this suggestion? Who is that? Felix Fermin?
I don't know who that is.
Felix Hunger?
It's a point. I've heard the name before, but why would we change our shortstop for Felix Fermin? We have a decent shortstop who could potentially be an all-star.
Former shortstop who played for the Pirates, Indians, and the Mariners.
Ironically, Cano and Rosario are the ones with the least question marks about where they're playing and what their role is going to be next year in the infield. Oh, and Ramos, catcher, if you include that too. But
he's relatively old.
Must be a friend.
First base.
Felix Fermin.
Journeyman infielder. Only joke. He said, I apologize. That's a joke only my family would laugh at. Hey, you know what? We consider ourselves part of your family.
Yeah, you just excluded us. I'm hurt.
On the next Giants show that we do, which is going to be the week of the Super Bowl, you got to tell us the story. Unless it's not a...
Is there a beast in the house? I thought I heard a beast. Never mind. His dog's name is Beast. Well, it's not, but that's my name for him. He's like 400 pounds, and he tackles you to the floor and gives you kisses, and you can't move. He pins you, and then Rodriguez comes and gives a 3 count, and he lets you go.
I'm looking to see if there's anything out there. Oh, I did want to talk about for just a second, a smidge about this douchebag Yasmani Grandal. Yasmani Grandal turned down a 4-year, $60 million contract with the Mets, only to sign a 1-year, 18-point-some-odd million dollar contract with the Brewers, which really was only a $900,000 raise that he got if he would have just signed with the Dodgers.
Wait, you said 4 years? How much?
$60 million.
It's $15 million a year.
Yeah.
And he
got 1 year, 18. Now as a catcher,
so that's $3 million more.
right? But as a catcher, but it's also it's also
$42 million less guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Is there an echo in here? It's $42 million less guaranteed. And as a catcher, I would take that.
You got to look at it.
Maybe he believes in himself more than you believe in yourself.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No, me neither.
You believe it. You're pretty stuck up.
You got to weigh it out. So you're, and we talked about this. We talked. He's 31.
Maybe he didn't want to be a Met. Why you guys think that everybody wants to be a Met, man? I want to be a Met for sure.
According
but
to
not everyone.
sources, Yasmani Grandal is 30 years old.
It's not about being a
Did
Met
Siri
or not
just
being
become a beat reporter for a team? According to my sources,
She did, right? So it's not that who wants to be a Met and not be a Met. If you're giving the option of having $42 million more guaranteed,
especially as a catcher,
and your pride is on the money, because he turned down the Dodgers for another offer for 1 year with a $900,000 raise, and in turn he could have turned around and had $60 million guaranteed.
So he went to the Brewers, right?
yes.
Okay. Wouldn't you say that the Brewers are an up-and-coming team?
Absolutely.
Okay. So he was already with the Dodgers. So he knows that organization. He knows what they're doing. He knows what their thought process are probably. He doesn't know the Mets. He probably doesn't believe in the Mets. Probably doesn't want to come to New York. Doesn't want to deal with the nonsense. So another team that's a playoff team that he's going to feel safe in, that he's getting a decent amount of money on it with, that he thinks he's going to probably get to the championship with, offers him a deal. He took it.
You know what it probably is? It's probably because he knows the other organization better. He got.
I'm sorry about that logic. I'm sorry about logic. Let's just be real.
But if I'm Grandal, also
I want $42 million more than I want that.
I could understand if he stayed with Los Angeles. They've been to the World Series 2 years in a row. They're a winning team. The Brewers have had the seesaw roller coaster type thing going on.
They have the MVP.
They do have the MVP.
Who's his agent? Is it Boris? That sounds like a Boris thing to
Hey
me.
Siri, who's the agent for Yasmani Grandal?
Yasmani Grandal played for the San Diego Padres and Los Angeles Dodgers in the MLB between
Padres.
2012 and 2018.
He was a first round pick.
Padres. The Padres.
I'll find out who his agent is.
Tim, Keith. Hey, Keith.
Hello,
Keith,
Steven.
Tim said,
Hey.
what is wrong with Hey, Keith.
Hey,
Tim
bud.
said, hey, bud. I told George you
All right,
said
Chief.
the Jets were the projects.
Chief.
You did. What did he say, Tim?
What was the response?
That's messed up.
So on our Stomp You Out podcast, I likened
Show.
the Jets, our Stomp You Out show. I likened the Jets to the projects where the Giants are Park Avenue.
The projects.
Yeah.
That's insulting to the projects.
I'm sure he'll be calling in the next show. He says,
It's not Boris. It's the legacy agency. That's who represents Grandal. So the guy batted 241 last year. 24 dingers. I mean, there's no doubting he has power.
Yeah, but 241.
Yeah, and if you look at 2016, he batted 228. 2015, he batted 234.
We got the better deal, guys.
no, we
And we didn't have to give up a pick.
No, that's not- yeah.
My immediate reaction was, what an idiot. Thank you for
Thanks
letting us
for
grab this
declining
guy.
us, yeah.
Yeah, because when healthy, Ramos is a better hitter.
18.25 million. That's what he's getting for 1 year. But you have to take risk / reward, right? So if you're a catcher, and I say this all the time, there's a high chance that you're going to get hurt more so than most positions. Just because of the nature of the position. So if I'm saying to you, I'm guaranteeing you $60 million over 4 years, why would you take a 1 year for 18 million? And now if he gets hurt, that's gone. There's no certainties in sports.
It's
you
a
guys know
guaranteed
that.
contract. This is baseball.
No, yeah,
He's getting
For
$18
$18
million.
million, but he
But-
could have been guaranteed
Right.
60 million.
He could have signed that contract for 4 years and gotten hurt the first year.
And still get paid.
Maybe there was a clause in it that he doesn't get paid.
We
We don't know that.
No, the PBA,
The
PBA?
PBA,
players.
it's bowling now.
That's right, Professional Bowling Association.
Professional
MLB,
Bowling
yeah.
Association.
What is it?
MLBPA.
MLBPA. The MLBPA.
Okay, Willaba.
Will not allow a contract like that.
How do you know that?
Okay,
What was the contract that you said?
He said
I didn't say what it was. I said maybe. We don't know.
He said maybe there's a clause where he doesn't get paid, it gets hurt, and I said the MLBPA would not allow that.
Yeah.
They would not allow that.
No, everything's guaranteed.
Yeah, it's not like football. You know,
That's not true. There's team options at the end of contracts.
at the end of contracts.
That's
yeah,
not a
but-
guarantee right there. Either one of them could bail out.
Well,
of a
okay, so
contract.
you're putting it that way. We did not know it's a team option at the end of any of those years,
Well,
but how it was presented through the media.
Yeah,
'cause remember, it's through the
normally
media.
they'll say a 3-year deal with an option for a fourth.
They do, but they said 4 years, 60 mil.
Yeah.
Flat out. That's what was reported.
That's what was reported.
Regardless of that, I think he's an idiot. I don't think that's a smart business decision on the part of any catcher.
I'm
let alone
glad he did it.
Yeah, no, I'm perfectly glad. I'm perfectly happy and fine that he did it. But a catcher, especially a catcher who's hitting 230, 240, shouldn't be in the business of turning down $60 million
well,
for 18 with the potential, always a potential of anybody getting hurt. But like you said, of course, more specifically for a catcher.
and there's another component to all of that, and that's his playoff batting. He didn't do well in the playoffs last year. So was it last year or the year before? Both. I don't know, but he didn't do well in the playoffs, at least I think last year. I'm going to look it up in a moment. But
So then the Brewers are stupid for signing.
Grandal? I think Grandal did really terrible in the playoffs.
So in 2018, I guess it shows his the NLDS, NLCS, and the World Series. And I'm just going to go on batting average alone because it's enough. He batted 077, and then in the LCS 182, and he batted a solid Mendoza for the World Series.
So then why the hell did we offer him that much money?
Because during the regular season he does well, and he has I believe I'll look that up too, but I believe he has some decent stats behind the plate, like throwing out runners and things like that.
He's a better defensive catcher than Ramos is.
Yeah, I think Brody now Van Wagen it.
Thank God he didn't get that contract.
I think I think he had his priority set with the catcher, and it was Realmuto, Grandal, Ramos, and he just stuck to that and went in that order because you knew that.
Don't tell me he had a plan because that makes no sense.
You knew that
Okay,
Wagon had
Van Wagen it. Okay,
he was in everything. He knew what was going on. So as soon as Realmuto was out, as soon as he said no, he went to Grandal. As soon as Grandal rejected, we signed Ramos.
In 32 career playoff games with 75 at bats, he has a career batting average 107 and 2 home runs.
so the Brewers made a stupid deal then,
Or did they? I mean,
or did they?
And that's a lot of playoff experience.
they got him
That's a
for
lot of
one.
playoff experience to suck.
They got him for
Yeah.
1 year. I don't know that much about the Brewers farm system. They may have somebody coming up, and this guy's the bridge. 1 year. You take 1 year to sign one of the top regular season catchers in baseball to bridge to your up and comer. If that's what they have, I don't know. I mean, that's not a bad deal.
If he doesn't get hurt, we're just talking about the fact if he gets hurt, which could be a dumb deal, absolutely. But if he doesn't get hurt, next year he becomes a free agent again, and he's one of the top catchers in the league still. So you can still make the money.
And I think maybe your thought is right, is going to be true on some of these catchers with the short 1 year, 2 year deals. Just
What did
because-
Ramos get?
2 years.
Okay,
2 years, 19. Right? 19?
19, yeah.
19.
total.
2
years, 19 total.
That's the better deal. And Ramos is Ramos is a damn good catcher, bro. I mean, I'm very happy.
His nickname is Buffalo. That's a great name for a catcher.
Bro, he's huge. The guy
He was twice the size of Brody standing next to him. Oh, Van Wagen it. It's twice his size.
his shoulders are larger than Piazza's. Piazza had these broad back and shoulders. He's bigger than Piazza.
No, this guy's a Buffalo. He's just a big dude. What?
I was thinking about next week's episode. Who do we name it after?
That's what you're thinking about right now?
Yeah.
Next week's episode, who we name it after?
34.
It's your episode
Yeah, it's my
next week.
episode.
That's why you're thinking about it.
You need me to look up players' uniforms?
Do we?
Mets who wore number 34.
Yep. I'll tell you in a sec.
Did what number did Nolan Ryan wear with us? Was he 34 his entire career?
I don't think he was 34 with us. He might. I don't know. Wow, dude, that's
When
I
when
was
we get to
contributing
37, it's just Casey Stengel, Grandpa Met. The only Met to ever wear 37.
Did Nolan Ryan wear with the Mets?
I don't have that information for Nolan Ryan.
Loser. Series a loser.
What do you mean you don't have that information, you dumbass?
It says number 0.
Wow,
Well, that's what she thinks of him.
that's terrible.
We're gonna start running out of
Look at that.
players.
1965 draft in the 12th round. Only one of the best pitchers in Major League history.
In
7 no-hitters?
in 1966, Nolan Ryan did in fact wear number 34.
Wow.
But I think more importantly, so did Cleon Jones.
In the same year.
No, Cleon
okay.
Jones wore it in 63.
No, they're both of them are.
Cleon
outs.
Jones wasn't with the Mets in 63.
Not according to this.
You've not been on a good roll tonight.
I'm on baseball.
Cleon
all
Jones
night.
wasn't with the Mets in 63.
You've been wrong more so than
That's
right
wrong.
tonight.
That's wrong. I'm
It's
telling
not
you.
wrong.
That's 100%.
It's on the internet. It can't be wrong.
It's 100% wrong.
What else
Cleon
you got?
Jones played with the Mets from 1963 all the way till 1975.
I don't believe it.
You don't have to believe it. It's, just because you don't believe something, it doesn't mean it's
It
no longer
makes
true.
it not true for me if I don't believe it.
It's all right.
So
What's-
they traded Ryan in 63?
They traded Ryan, was it 60, 70, 69? I could look
60,
that up.
70? What year was that? 1960, 70.
You're just acting out because you were wrong.
Acting out, dog. All right, who else wore number 34? Because
I
I
plan
already
on
have a
being
feeling
wrong
who's
all
going to be
day.
it.
I know who
Who
it's going to
gonna
be
be.
it. Oh, you want me to get to modern day because that's where we're going with it. But
mean Bryce
if
Harper?
we're going to choose, to me,
I
it's
think it's
definitely
Bryce
going to be
Harper.
either Bob Apodaca or Mike Pelfrey.
Bob
Pelfrey.
Apodaca. I remember Bob Apodaca.
Apodaca, another pitching coach.
Yeah.
You guys,
He was a pitching coach for the Rockies too. Good
you guys
job.
do know who wears 34, right? On the Mets.
Of course.
Okay.
Which is why I said that Bryce Harper couldn't have it, even though the Mets signed him to $1 billion contract.
I think we had like a 15-minute conversation on that.
Yeah, we did.
A little bit.
Thanks for listening,
You're welcome.
pal.
Tune in.
Thanks for being on the show.
Speaking of tuning in, I checked out season 2, episode 1 of Brockmire. Oh,
Brockmire.
that show is dark, man.
We
I
have
told you season 2 was dark, right?
It's bad, but
I'm
it's
telling you.
it's not a bad show. It's amazing, but it's dark.
Season 2 is dark.
That dude is,
He's going through some stuff in season 2.
oh my god.
Yeah. You didn't finish season 2 yet, did you?
I just watched the first episode because I was waiting for it on Hulu, but I just realized on Sling they have the Brockmire on demand. Well, I couldn't think of that.
I don't know why the Mets don't get Brockmire to do play-by-play
He
in one
did.
game.
He was in a booth one time with Josh and
As Brockmire.
as Brockmire.
Really?
Not like cursing and all that. He was
He was in the booth for the Mets? As
he was in there for an
Brockmire?
inning. They were promoting the show.
Oh.
And
Okay,
he went in for an
dang.
inning, and they were just talking about the show, and they were like, "Why don't you call the game?" So he was just talking like he does. He goes, "Oh, and that's a little bit inside, and that was over here." And he was doing the whole Brockmire
Oh,
bit.
that's great, man. Dag. Too
Yeah.
bad I missed that.
For all of you out there who have not seen Brockmire, go Hulu or
Baseball
your local
fans.
on demand.
Right?
for sure.
Any baseball fan should watch Brockmire.
Yeah, it's don't watch it with little kids in the room.
Don't
Do
do it.
not.
Mm-mm.
Don't do it, guys. Don't do it.
No.
Did you? So right now we have recommendations. We have 2 recommendations out of us for TV shows, and that's Brockmire and Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I started watching that too.
The first
you
episode
did.
just came out.
But,
on
the
NBC.
new season, right?
On NBC,
I am a few episodes into season 3 right now.
Oh, guess what happens in this new episode?
Don't do it.
They
Don't you dare do it.
say I'm wrong.
Don't do it.
I'm right.
I'm not going to
You're
say
right
what
all the
Tim's.
time.
I'm not. Do you want to ask Tim's question that he put in live chat?
What's the question?
I don't know if I can even ask that. I'll just say I can't answer that. That's terrible. Tim said Brooklyn Nine-Nine is great.
It is. Did you guys see what trailer came out yesterday?
Yes, I sure
Yeah,
did.
Crush Group. Game of Thrones? Yeah, that's gonna be sick. Sick. What? You're lying, right? You're making that up. You're just being
I've never
obnoxious.
seen an episode.
What? I'm in shock.
I see one episode where a lady was mother or something to a dragon, and I just was like, yeah, I can't watch this show.
Oh my God! It's Farachi's just walking out.
Is that all it
That's
took?
it. That's it. You should have said that 30 episodes ago. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Wow.
he left.
He left. You pissed him off that bad. Now you can double mic. Oh, this will be Farachi. Wait, put the mic on there.
Frachi, look how skinny he is, dude.
Ooh.
You got to get off the crack, bro.
Oh, you got more hair.
He does. Yeah. No. But
He's
it's-
a brother now too.
he's a brother.
Farachi.
Yeah. Well, he is a Pole. Where'd he go?
Oh, I don't know.
Hold on.
Farachi.
Hold on.
This is something he's never had before.
I'm summoning him. No. Bud. Hey, Bud.
Farachi's back.
Here, sit on this.
Are we done with this nonsense now?
All right.
Sit on the whole thing.
I'll watch it if you give me your password to HBO Go. Because if I watch it, I have to pay for it. I'm not gonna pay for it.
Oh, I can tell you how to watch it for free.
Okay, we'll talk after.
Yeah, after the show, I'll
Yeah.
tell you.
It's brilliant.
I'm willing
Keith,
to watch
Keith.
it because enough people say it's good.
No, seriously,
but
bro.
I couldn't get into it.
Dude, I'm telling you, watch it. Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch that?
Of course.
What do you
that's
think?
One of the best shows I've ever watched.
This
As
will be
good.
too. This will be too.
As good. As
Okay.
good. Not
All right.
even. Not. That's all we gotta say.
I do like the midget dude.
He's great.
Yeah, he's
I
good.
believe they prefer
He is
little
great.
people.
Well, whatever. I meant no offense.
The imp, as
Yeah.
he's called on the show.
The imp. Brilliant. One of the best scenes in the history of the show is him on trial.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
Above the Airy when he's in the Airy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
Tim just said, I thought Breaking Bad was boring. What is happening right now?
Oh no.
What is going on?
He's just trying to be mean.
Say my name. You're goddamn right.
I use that a lot with you guys, along with Giddy Up. Now's about the time in the show that Keith reminds us that we haven't talked about the Mets in 15 minutes, and that we should either do that or stop the show.
How'd you know?
Because I know, we spend enough time together
You know
that
me
we
so
just
well.
we
do.
start thinking like
You guys think this is the only time we talk? We do this all day. The same conversation we have here, we do it all day, every day.
day.
We either on chat, on our phones, or talking on the phone and other places.
Very good.
That was
Very
good, right?
good. Very good.
Tim, did you watch the entire show, or did you stop?
Don't
at a certain
argue
point?
with Tim about Breaking
It's not
Bad.
I just like when people don't like things that are just so obviously great. I just want to know why that is, and this
He's
is not a
smirking
Mets.
because he's hinting at me.
I'm hinting at you. I'm also hinting at him.
What do you mean me? What are you hinting at me for?
Entourage.
Entourage.
That doesn't.
does.
Listen, Entourage does not qualify as a Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad.
No.
not even close.
I'm not comparing it to Breaking
It's
Bad.
good,
but it is-
was good.
It
its
is a
day.
great
Not great. Entourage is not
comedic
great.
show.
It's not great.
You were wrong
I'm right.
again.
I'm right.
Tim stopped halfway through season 3.
Boom, boom, boom. Mm.
I almost stopped with
Listen, but-
with Breaking Bad.
I'll
The
agree.
wife just annoyed the crap.
What
out
should
of
I
me.
watch?
She was annoying.
I hated her.
What should I watch? You hated her, but she was just trying to keep the family together.
Oh, stop!
No,
it.
I'm
Stop
saying
it.
that
she betrayed him.
yes, but what I'm saying is that show, as Tim says, Entourage is a great male fantasy show. Exactly,
There it is.
It's great. It's great. It's phenomenal.
For male fantasy.
If
I mean,
she,
the boys are from Queens. They're raised out in Brooklyn, but no, they go to Los Angeles and they
No, they're not. They're from Boston. Okay, that's Marky Mark's story. Faker.
they're from Queens.
But
No.
that one douchebag,
I'm talking about in real
the little
life.
guy E.
Yeah.
You remember what he said that one time?
What?
Who cares about the Mets?
What? Oh, great show, huh? Great show. The fat. What is that? Turtle?
No.
Is that who is that?
It was E, the manager
I'll knock
I
his
don't
little
even care.
leprechaun
from
ass
Sabaro.
out. I'll knock his little leprechaun ass out.
Terrible.
Well, what's a show that
And you know what he is actually? He's a terrible producer. He produced the Gotti.
he did? Yes,
He freaking ruined that. So screw you. And what
Well,
kind of producer are you?
So did Travolta.
Yeah, well,
Travolta as
They-
Gotti.
the movie could have been so much more.
What side? Johnny Dramas.
Yeah, Johnny Drama.
So you guys don't give me a show to watch. You watch Entourage. You watch Game of Thrones. What do you guys want me to watch?
Watch your mouth.
General Hospital.
What is there? 73 seasons.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes, I want you to watch RuPaul.
I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
I will watch something that you've watched before. I've watched Breaking Bad 3 times. Treat him.
Yeah, I've watched it several times. How about Sons of Anarchy?
Yes, but
Watch-
does that count? Because I really want to watch it.
Oh, you never
No,
watched
it
it?
never
doesn't
seen
count
it.
then.
You
Doesn't
need to
count.
watch it. They just pulled it off Netflix.
You gotta make him watch something he doesn't want to watch.
Well, they pulled it off Netflix because Disney's coming out with their own app, and you remember
Yeah.
when Fox and Disney
Disney
are,
streaming.
Yeah, so anything Fox related, Marvel related, is slowly just going to disappear. By the way, speaking of slowly disappearing, not that this has anything to do with slowly disappearing, but it has to do with Disney and Marvel. January 18th, Friday, January 18th, Punisher season 2 is coming out on Netflix.
Punisher.
Thank goodness. That's a good
That
show.
was good.
I
And
enjoyed that show.
have you seen the new trailer? And it has Allison Chains in the background. It looks intense.
They canceled Daredevil.
But
They canceled Luke Cage.
And they canceled Daredevil.
I think it's
Two
going
of
to
the
be on
best
Disney streaming.
shows.
We're going to see Disney streaming this year. I think it's going to be on Disney streaming.
Yeah, no, I definitely think they canceled it to bring it back on Disney streaming, but they can't. They had the nerve to cancel Daredevil after a phenomenal season.
Phenomenal. Great
So
season.
it wasn't even like a mediocre
wow, it was
type
good.
deal.
I liked all 3 seasons. And the
Very
first
good.
season was great, introductory. Second season with Punisher coming in, amazing.
Great.
And the second season, the fight scenes, the wall.
The first season when he fought everybody in that little hallway.
Yeah, that was the second season Punisher.
Was that the first season? I thought that was the first season of Daredevil when he fought in the
second season
closet.
of no second season
hallway,
of second season of Daredevil where Punisher was introduced. That's where that one was from.
That's what that one's from.
Yeah,
Oh, that's great.
That's what I was specifically
Loved it.
mentioning. That was
Loved it.
amazing. So anyway, if you haven't seen the seasons are still up on Netflix though, the old ones I believe. So
Yeah.
if you haven't seen Daredevil, go see it.
Yeah, they're gonna keep them
especially
on there.
Daredevil season 2 where Punisher gets introduced, and go see Punisher season 1, and then Punisher season 2 comes out this Friday. So gets to binging.
Binging, you bingers.
Walking Dead. You like Walking Dead, right? You're a fan of Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my suggestion. Go watch Sons of Anarchy.
Okay. How do I watch it now?
I'll figure that out. I don't know.
But he wants to watch it.
I've always wanted to watch it, just haven't.
The whole point is to make him watch something he doesn't want to watch.
But do you really not want to watch Entourage that bad?
I don't care to watch. It's not that I don't want to watch it. It's just that I don't care if I ever see it in my life.
But I really think that you will. Once you start watching it, you're gonna want to watch the next one and the next one.
Did you just say you really dink? You did. You said I really dink.
Don't be a dick.
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
You two little cuties in your matching shirts. So adorable. One with hair, one without.
It's not there.
Rub your head again.
Let your eyebrows grow. Just push them.
Just come over to brow over.
Yeah.
Brow over.
Just grow the one hair out and wrap it around several times.
Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about the Mets? Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup. I want to talk
Nothing like
about
a bacon, egg, and cheese from New York.
No, I just
on a roll.
On a
No,
roll or
Kaiser roll.
Kaiser roll.
Cup of coffee from the
The blue cup.
Yeah, it
Oof.
is.
wrapped
The blue
wrapped
cup.
haphazardly in aluminum foil.
Haphazardly.
Haphazardly.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
But you know what?
At least
none of the
cyclical.
food ever fell out.
No,
Never.
it's amazing.
What was that about?
It's amazing. So, if we're starting to cut it short, my parting word for the New York Mets are: I love our pitching staff. I love what we've done so far. I still think we need a bat and a pen arm, whether that comes from the minors or somewhere else. We do need at least one of each, I think. And hopefully, between now and next week's show, we get them.
Rodriguez is making a noise that's irritating me, and he's watching me for my reaction because I can see him in the camera. Have you ever watched the? You should have cut the day with that noise that I made loud. Have you ever watched the Seinfeld bloopers?
No.
No. Kramer's about as serious as you can be in bloopers. There- he if somebody's messing up, he gets all stone faced, and he's like, "Come on!" And there was one where he just like uttered the words under his breath. I got a line here. If I could just get to it. He ruins kind of the bloopers for me.
Can I get that tissue that you have underneath there? 'Cause some kind of wetness here, and I don't know where it comes from. Maybe I peed myself.
Oh, there really was.
No, it was. Yeah,
I thought he was gonna make it about my tears. Because
No.
of the
I was, but I was actually caring for your floor.
wow, that's really cyclical of you.
It's really I cyclicalized the napkin.
You did what?
Cyclicalized.
All right, so look, here's the deal. We are on Mondays now, so we'll be back here next week, next Monday night.
Boom shakalaka.
It'll be a 1-episode day for us.
Yeah, that's right.
Next week as well.
Mhm.
We'll be doing just the Mets, and then the
Yeah.
following week, we will
Next
do
week,
a
next
Mets
week.
show and a football show
Show.
leading up into the Super Bowl.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I forgot who you guys all picked for the Super Bowl. Are they still in it?
We didn't make a pick yet
They are. We did.
We did.
for the Super
And they
Bowl.
are. I okay. I picked Chiefs and Saints, but after seeing the fire in the Patriots' eyes, I'm scared about my picks now. We'll
think
see.
it-
I'll stick with my pick, but I'm just saying that
as of right now, I cannot remember what I picked last week, and it
think
was
you-
just Thursday.
I think you picked Rams,
Chiefs, Rams,
Chiefs, Rams. I think
Patriots, Rams, maybe.
maybe we can watch the show and see.
Doesn't matter because I'm telling you right now that I want to go Chiefs and Saints, but one should not bet against Tom Brady
Did you see the hunger? Edelman looked on fire
Yes.
too. What the
and
hell?
his running back.
And his little
Sonny
snide
Michel?
remark, hey, but people think we suck. I don't know, man. It's on. Tom Brady is
Like a Donkey Kong.
yeah. I'm definitely because I think he's gonna go in there and I think he's gonna spank the hell out of Reed and Mahomes.
Don't bet against Tom Brady unless it's against the New York Football Giants.
That's
Pretty much.
the only time he loses. Don't bet against Belichick either.
What do you think, Tim?
Patriots.
There you go.
It's pretty close.
Paper Tim has a little mumble. You don't hear him
Yeah.
too well.
He needs a mumble.
He does.
He's muffled.
He's a muffled mumble. It's the paper.
Brought to you by Cinesportstalk.com.
Brooklyn Water or Coffee
Ooh,
Roasters.com.
look at that. Rams Pats for Tim.
Yeah. There's no choices that are bad with these four that are in. They're all amazing teams.
No.
I mean,
Cinesportstalk.com is the website. Cinesports Talk on Facebook on the group. You can search us out there. Put it in the group. Put it in the group. Put it in the books group as well as the fan page on Facebook. Cinesports Talk on Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter.
Don't
all that
say
good
it.
stuff.
Don't say it.
your
At
sister's front door.
Cinesports Talk, and then put in the books. What is it? Put in the books. PIITB show.
VIITB show.
VPIITB show.
We want to thank all of our callers today. 718-577-1275.
All of them.
We want to thank all.
We got
Thank
no
all
call.
of them.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's sarcasm.
I can thank everyone who called.
Was?
Sarcasm.
Oh, that went over
A
my head.
little touch.
Long time listener, first time caller.
touchy of sarcasm. So we will bid you adieu here on YouTube. We
Thank you.
appreciate everybody for watching. We'll be back here next week. Same Keith, Steve, and Rodriguez.
Let's go, Mets.
We'll bid you adieu, and then we'll shut down our stream on Spreaker. So until next week, YouTube. Deuces.
Peace.
Let